Hello. Um, I haven't put up part one, but I will. I got a phone call during part one, um, which was yesterday. I am technically two of being in COVID, and I actually just took a test with my mom. Um, so the lead up was Wednesday night, I started to get a scratchy throat. By Thursday morning, I had a very scratchy throat, started to have hoarseness. That hoarseness got super bad during the day, to the point where a child was crying because he thought I was so angry. And I sounded really scary. I also had congestion all in my face, and really heavy on my chest. Was taking my puffer. I also developed a fever on Thursday night. So I quickly went to the chemist warehouse and bought a thermometer, some RATS tests, some Vicks, throat lozenges, and some ibuprofen. I came home, I tested, I got a faint, but very quickly faint line after my test line came up to say that the control line had come up. Was quite surprised, but my manager has got tested positive for COVID on Tuesday night. So yesterday, I literally could do barely anything yesterday. I was on the phone talking to my family in the morning. I ended up going to bed on Wednesday night I was asleep by 7:30. I got up at 5:30. Yesterday, I was able to talk on the phone till 7:30. My voice was a little bit harsh in the morning, when the first phone call I made, but then was fine later on. I still had a fever off and on all day yesterday. I had multiple times where I had to go to bed. My church brought me a pizza and a thing of spaghetti, which is really nice. And yeah, I had low energy. I really wanted to shower yesterday, but I did not have the energy to shower, so I couldn't even do that. I crawled into bed so many times. I did do a little bit on my puzzle. Anyways, I had another sleep. The other times I was in bed 3 or 4 times. I didn't sleep any of those times except for 4:30 to 5:30. Anyways, I went back to bed at 7:45. Was asleep by 8:30. Woke up this morning at 4:45. I'm off coffee, so I've just got green tea, lemon, and honey because I can't drink coffee. I really want a coffee, but I can't drink it. That's how I always know that I am quite sick. I went through almost probably close to a half a box of Kleenex yesterday, because my nose was so bad. Anyways, I've woken up. I was able to have a shower, which is great. I was able to call my mom and make, because my mom was obviously super worried about me having COVID. And I decided to do a test because I'm feeling a little bit better right at this exact moment. My chest doesn't feel as heavy. I'm not as congested, and it seems like my fever has broke. I'm not even coughing as much as I was yesterday. So far, it's still early. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, I did a test, and oh my gosh. The pink test line was dark, and it literally came up right away before even the control line came up to say that I'd done it properly. I was not expecting that. I was like, oh, maybe I'll be negative today and I could go to the fireworks. No, I'm not going anywhere. And it's looking like the good thing is that my most infectious day seemed to be yesterday, even though I felt bad on Thursday, and I was infectious on Thursday and contagious on Thursday, which is a little bit scary. But my most infectious day would have been yesterday, apparently. according to Google and timelines. And I isolated. And then today would be quite infectious because the line is so dark as well. So yeah, they're saying that I might not get a negative until like Tuesday would be the earliest. Tuesday would be my day 5. I know my manager got a negative yesterday. I think she got her positive on day 2. Sorry, she got her positive on Tuesday. Yesterday was Friday, and she was trying to disinfect her house because she had just got a negative. So she did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. She got hers on day 4. So we'll just see Thursday, Friday. Today's Saturday, and mine looks darker than it did on the first day I did it. So yeah, I could end up having off quite a bit of this week. I might have to get one of my friends to try to get me some bleach and leave it at the front door so I can disinfect when I finally get a negative. Hopefully I'll get a negative in the morning, and I will feel better and I can just disinfect everything. But yeah, it's not looking too good for me to go to work on Monday. That is for sure. So bracing for that.